Every country runs on one main source. What keeps Thailand alive today? And will it be enough tomorrow? In Thailand, 30 million tourists brought in more than $60 billion in 2024, almost a fifth of the entire economy. Beaches, temples, night markets, that's the postcard version. Still, behind the postcards is a harder truth. Thailand earns 4 times more from factories than from tourists. Cars, electronics, machinery. And the country's future may be shaped less by cheap flights and backpackers, and more by electric cars, semiconductors, and a different kind of traveler. Most of us picture Thailand through tourism. Planes full of holidaymakers, crowded streets in Bangkok, the full moon parties in Koh Phangan. The reality is bigger and more complicated. And here's why it matters to you. If you live in the US, Europe, or Australia, Thailand touches your life in 2 ways. Through the products you buy, cars, electronics, parts, because the country sits inside global supply chains, and through travel itself, as one of the world's most visited destinations. What happens in Thailand shapes the prices you pay, the holidays you book, even the inflation in your city. Tourism is massive. In 2024, over 30 million visitors arrived, generating $62 billion in receipts, nearly 18% of GDP once you count the ripple effects. Tourism supports 6 million jobs, about 1 in every 6 Thai workers. Thing is, manufacturing outweighs it by far. Thailand's exports of autos, electronics, and machinery reached over $270 billion in 2024, more than 4 times the tourism haul. That's why the country is often called the Detroit of Asia. Production lines in Rayong and Chonburi churn out vehicles and parts that end up in showrooms from Sydney to San Francisco. So where does tourism stand today? Think of it in 2 layers. The direct layer, hotels, airlines, attractions, restaurants. Then the ripple layer, suppliers, logistics, retail, entertainment. Put together, it's almost a fifth of the economy. The rebound has been strong. From only 11 million arrivals in 2022, Thailand bounced back to 30 million in 2024. In 2025, the government expects 35 million, closing in on the record 40 million from 2019. Still, it's not just about more people, it's about better margins. Medical and wellness tourism is now worth around $15 billion a year, visitors spending 3 to 5 times more than the average holidaymaker. Hospitals in Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and Phuket market themselves to global patients. Spa resorts and wellness retreats target long-stay visitors. Policy plays a role too. Visa waivers for China, India, and Russia. Long-stay programs for retirees and digital nomads. Tourism is being reshaped, not just expanded. Meanwhile, industry is shifting. Thailand exported over $30 billion in vehicles in 2024. Electric cars are the new bet. Chinese giants like BYD are building plants. The government wants 30% of new cars produced by 2030 to be electric. Electronics remain the other backbone. Semiconductors, hard drives, integrated circuits. Together, a huge share of exports. Multinationals like Western Digital and Seagate already run major facilities here. And now, data centers are booming. Global tech companies are putting hundreds of millions into servers and storage, turning Thailand into a regional digital hub. Tourism and industry aren't separate worlds, they feed into each other. A stable industrial base allows infrastructure upgrades, which make the country more attractive to premium tourists. Premium tourism brings in dollars, supporting currency stability, which exporters rely on. The 2 sides are tangled together. Of course, there are cracks. Bangkok and Phuket are choking under over-tourism. Waste systems, water supply, and roads buckle during peak seasons. Climate risk is rising too. Floods in 2023 caused billions in damages. Heat waves threaten crops and scare travelers. The baht itself is volatile. When tourist dollars flood in, exporters feel squeezed. When the baht weakens, import costs for energy rise. Add in political uncertainty, street protests, fragile coalitions, and investors hesitate. But the opportunities stand out. First, climb the value ladder in tourism. Focus on medical, wellness, and premium experiences where each visitor spends more, not just adds to the crowd. Second, deepen EV and electronics supply chains so Thailand isn't only assembling, but also designing and producing key parts. Third, grow digital services, data centers, cloud hubs, software exports that lock Thailand into the next wave of growth. Fourth, make sustainability part of the national brand. Greener resorts, smarter infrastructure, better environmental protection. Without this, over-tourism could eat the very asset Thailand sells, its beauty. So what does this mean for you? If you're an investor, Thailand's economy is more than tourism. Industry and exports keep the books balanced. If you're a traveler, expect easier entry, longer visas, and more premium options beyond the beach. If you're a regional watcher, Thailand is in a race. Vietnam is rising in manufacturing. Indonesia is pushing natural resources. Thailand must prove it can play both games, keep visitors flowing while keeping factories humming. The winner of the 2030s won't be the country with the most tourists. It'll be the country that earns more from each visitor, while building an industrial backbone strong enough to survive the next global shock. So the question is, should Thailand double down on high-margin tourism, medical, wellness, premium travel, or push harder to become Asia's EV and electronics powerhouse?